those ales.
Good afternoon, and here is today's lesson. Let us read from the Book of Brewery, chapter 1, verse 1. And so the beer buffoon sat down, and he began to ponder about how the festive season comes earlier every year. He was obvious of the sweets within Tesco's and Sainsbury's, etc., in August. He was aware of the fact that Christmas presents started arriving in stores in September. And so the beer buffoon was wondering about this, and he was wondering why such a thing happened. Verse 2. And the brewer said to the beer buffoon, "You are misguided. You have on your shelf a festive beer." The beer buffoon was astounded. "I do not have such a thing before Christmas," he says. Verse 3. The beer buffoon said to the brewer, "Well, what must I do to save this?" The brewer said to the beer buffoon, "I will send you on a quest. You must go and find and seek out this festive beer before it goes out of date." And so the beer buffoon did stand up, and he did go to his shelf, and he did find, indeed, lo and behold, a festive beer that was nearly out of date. And the brewer said to the buffoon, "You must bring it to the nation and make it aware of the fact that this is too early for Christmas." And so the beer buffoon did just that. Here endeth the chapter. And here is the beer that was sent out on a quest from the brewer to go and get. This is a Montys Figgy Pud. Now, there'll be something to said to the brewer if it's no good. So we shall see, shall we? 500ml bottle, 5.5%, Figgy Pud. Where's the blurb? A rich winter warmer. Well, it's freezing out there. Pigging cold. Packed with all the flavours of Christmas, the festive season. Oranges, mixed spice, cinnamon, oh no, and maple syrup. Sit by the fire, put your feet up and enjoy. Well, I like the sit by the fire bit and the putting the feet up. Enjoy? Don't know. Montys Brewery, it's about 20 miles that way. It's not too far away. Let's see what it is about this. Well, it is nearly out of date as well. So, prophecies do come true. The brewer said it was nearly out of date. November 22. Just in time. Rescued. So let's see what it's like, shall we? Let's see if it's any good. Otherwise, I'll be writing a chapter in the Book of Brewery myself. It'll be chapter 2, verse 1. And the beer buffoon did sit down, and the beer buffoon did pour his beer, and it came out black and dark, and looked pleasing to the beer buffoon. The smell was also semi-pleasing. There was wafts of orange, which shouldn't be in a beer. The beer buffoon will make it law that these such things will not appear in a beer very, very soon. But until then, we must tolerate it. The beer buffoon did then pour his pint, and he looked at it, and it pleased him, because it looked very good. We shall have a taste and a sip, shall we? And well, I smell. Yeah, there is cinnamon in there. I can smell the cinnamon. I'm not over keen on cinnamon on pies and stuff like that, but you never know, do you? There's a spicy kind of smell to it. So we shall see what it tastes like. If it tastes horrible, then, chapter 3, verse 1 will commence. Cheers, everybody. Well, chapter 3, verse 1. The beer buffoon did drink the beer, did drink off the ale. And the ale was not up to standard. The ale was off. Not off, but tasted off to him because of the cinnamon and the oranges within. And the spices, which things that should not be allowed in a beer at all. Upon a second quaff, he detected a tanginess. That was the spices, I think. It's not a beer for me, that isn't. And festive beers do tend to be like this. It's not really a winter warmer. It doesn't warm the cockles of my heart. Taste-wise, it's quite tangy. There's not a lot of smoothness there. It looks the business. There is a bit of a haze to it. Maybe it's bottle conditioned. But there's this, the spicy cinnamony thing is just not to my taste. And so, this one, I'm glad it's the only one I've got for the moment. Watch this space. Not for me. Too spicy, too cinnamony. I can't, unless the orange is sort of mixed in with the spices, I can't taste much of the orange. But I would rather sit by the fire and rest my legs with a hobgoblin or an out of order black IPA, to be honest. Or a very nice porter. That sounds good. Montys Brewery, their porter, beautiful. And thinking about that, we'll be thinking about my personal beers of the year. So watch this space. But for the moment, Montys Brewery, Figgy Pud, 5.5%, not really to my liking. So on that bombshell, I shall wish you whatever it is, wherever you want to do, whatever you want to say, please be safe, please have a good time, don't go mad, and just be generally safe. So on that note, it's not for me. I'll see you very soon. And until then, ta-ra for now.